Thank you. Hi everyone, Le Jardin des Merveilles, Happy New Year, all that. First video of the year. I've been off YouTube for over a month and will explain my absence. And especially what might happen this year, 2026, knowing that it's likely to be pretty busy. And there are going to be a lot of interesting things, so in this video I'll try to be efficient. First I'll tell you where we are with the nursery, the setup, the arrangements, all of that. And on that front there are going to be some really interesting things, since I think I'm in the process of creating the nursery of my dreams. So I'll tell you all about that at the beginning of the video. There are several new things on the Le Jardin des Merveilles website, including many free downloadable tools and charts. I'll share more about that next. The seed sowing season is coming up and we're offering several new items online. I'll discuss that next. And then we'll see what's actually going to happen on the YouTube channel, the video projects that are coming up, and that's it. At the end of the video, I have a small surprise, but it will only matter to the channel's oldest subscribers. So there's going to be a nice little new thing this year, so let's get started right away with the new things at the nursery, which will of course be featured in videos. I'll explain what I did, how I did it, and how you can try it at home. For those new, we're starting a nursery project in Marsac-sur-Tarn. With Carol, we settled here just a little over a year ago now. So, in the videos we've already made this year about setting up, I showed you the assembly of the greenhouse and the layout inside the greenhouse. I'm pointing over there, you can't see it, but the greenhouse is right there with the work table, the soaking table, and the simple door I made at the back of the greenhouse. And I built an extension at the front of the greenhouse for welcoming people. Outside we added a workshop and a chicken coop. I'm not sure if I made videos about the coop, but that's everything. I've already shown it to you in other videos, and with the new things coming this year, I'm showing it to you directly. So just be careful about the mess because it's still under construction. These are really the projects I'm working on right now, so it's a work in progress. There's stuff everywhere. So at the back of the greenhouse, I replaced my simple door with a new 3-meter deep, 7-meter wide extension matching the greenhouse's width. And in one of the two sections, on one of the two sides, there's a seedling greenhouse with special insulation, a special heating system, and a special setup as well. In short, these are all the things I've done to make it as functional as possible for starting most of our seedlings. If you're interested, let me know in the comments. I'll discuss it in future videos, though I'll likely mention it anyway. If you want a detailed explanation of how and why I did it, let me know in the comments. As for my current project, I'll definitely make a video about it because I think it's an interesting tool that will likely attract many people. I'll show you it. So that's what's behind me. So for now I call it the Bouturette, but we'll have to find another name. I'll explain it to you quickly. It's a large, very sturdy container built to hold a lot of weight since it'll be filled with sand. Under the container, there's a 1 cubic meter water tank that will be used to regularly send a little bit of water into the sand inside the container. I call it the Bouturette because it was designed as a tool for regularly making cuttings by planting stems in sand so they can root. But it will also be useful for seedlings, it will also be useful for tubers, and it will be useful for I don't really know what else yet. But once it's functional, I'm going to have fun testing a lot of things. So I'll show it to you in detail in an upcoming video. And there you go. In the meantime, if you have any ideas for what we could call this other than Bouturette, because it's not just going to make cuttings, I'll call it the plant machine since it will produce as many plants as possible, but remember it's not for indoor growing. The idea is to start cultures, seedlings, cuttings or tubers, then move them into the ground or a pot. For marketing, for the nursery, it's really just to start cultures in a super efficient way. Of course, with this project there will be plenty of things I can add, like fish in the water tank so that the water is a bit fertilized. Still, so kind of do a bit of aquaponics, even though here we should probably call it sandponics because it's in sand. But there's still water for the fish. Anyway, so that's it for the latest big nursery development projects. Like I said, the nursery of my dreams. Because once that's done, I'll really have the most efficient, most functional tools I've ever had on all the nurseries I've worked on up until now. So it might also lead to quite a few interesting video projects. So while I'm here at the nursery, for anyone who would like to come see all this in person, the nursery will reopen to the public on Saturday, April 4th, the first weekend of April. We'll be open every Saturday until summer. Until then, we're open by appointment. Contact us to visit when we're there, but starting in April, we'll be open every Saturday until summer. you can come anytime. All right, second part of the video. Now I'm going to talk to you about my website and all the things you can find there, all the documents, resources, and interesting information you'll be able to find for your gardens, vegetable patches, and crops. So on the website lejardindemerveilles.net, you'll find different tabs, and in the sharing tab, you'll find quite a few sub-tabs. And I'm mainly going to talk to you about the documents sub-tab where you can download for free. I want to emphasize this, it's free, so don't hesitate. Go ahead and check out what's in the documents section. You'll find quite a lot of things, especially at the very bottom you'll see. These are the course materials I provide on forest gardening, the nursery and permaculture. Sometimes it might be a bit messy, but you never know when you might find some interesting information. There are many tables, lists and plans because I love making tables. I also make lists when I'm bored or can't sleep. So you'll find quite a few interesting tables. For those who are already familiar with this section, you'll see that I've reorganized it to make it more readable, smoother, and easier to understand. Of course, the stratification tables are still there. Stratifying seeds means exposing them to cold long enough for them to germinate, otherwise they won't. So those two tables are still there, and in addition for seeds, there's a table I just finished this morning called Seeds and Time, which includes a whole list of seeds. Basically, you'll find the weight of the seed or how many seeds you have in a gram of seeds. That's the information you'll be most interested in. I think in this table, the most important thing will be the lifespan of the seeds. So you'll be able to know if your seed packets are still good or not, the germination temperature and the germination time. There are quite a few entries, quite a few plants in this table. If there are any missing, feel free to let me know in the comments which seeds are missing and I can add them. And anyway, I keep updating and adding to all these tables as I go. Then in this sharing tab, you have the documents we just looked at. And you also have other things that might interest you. For example, lists of nurseries, lists of seed suppliers who sell online. If you're looking for seeds or plants, check out everything that's available. There are quite a few links. Just click on them and you'll be taken directly to the nursery or seed supplier websites. There are lists of books, and I read a lot. I have a lot of books. When I really like a book, I put a link to it on the website. That's it, just my favorite books and some new ones. This year, my top picks are The Hidden Power of Plants and The Mushrooms of the Apocalypse. If you want to learn about plants or mushrooms, I really recommend these books. They're real gems. That's everything you can find for free on my website. And then there are also things that aren't necessarily free because we work and we sell things too. And for example, I've updated, or actually I've even created a new page with all the seeds and tubers we sell, which is much better organized than the plants section. That one isn't completely up to date yet. In the nursery tab's seeds and tubers section, you'll see our full list of seeds and tubers for sale along with detailed information. Just click the image or name to go to our sales website. Remember, you can skip visiting the sales site if you prefer. To save on shipping, visit us directly by appointment or starting April 4th when the nursery opens every Saturday through summer. Alright, now we're going to talk about video projects. So in the upcoming videos, there will be one where I'll present to you in detail all the seeds and tubers we have. Well, it's partly to be able to sell them a little, but at the same time, I'll still talk to you about these plants and seeds. So these videos might be interesting for those who are interested in plants. Overall, I plan to start again this year, building on what I began last year and increasing my efforts. The series Plants and Plant Stories, where in each video I'll talk to you about a particular plant. I already have a few planned, like one on elephant garlic and another on Obanton cabbage, so expect several shorts. About plants, about the sensitive plant Mimosa pudica, about Mafandes Brett, about Agas crip. All these somewhat unusual plants that I've been growing for a long time and that I really like. As I was saying, there will also be a video about the cutting tool. Well, anyway, about this tool that we'll need to find a name for and where. I'll explain how I used it and plan to finish it since it's not done yet. I'll also show you different ways to use it. Maybe I'll make a video about the seedling greenhouse. And then on the gardening side, I have some special landscaping projects like a forest garden, or rather a mini forest garden. So these are layouts that would be easy to reproduce elsewhere, especially in small gardens. So that's coming very soon. There might even be several videos about it, and that's coming very soon, starting this spring. The rest will mostly depend on your comments, feedback and requests, as I like to adapt to your expectations. So two last little things about the videos for those who don't know yet. Last year I created a new channel called The Wonders of Science, where I'm going to talk about science. Not just garden nature science, but science overall. Except that I launched this channel and uploaded a few videos. It started off well, but then I didn't have time to make many more. I'm not giving up on the project and still have many ideas, but I'm short on time. Once the nursery setup is done, I'll likely have more time. I hope so, even though I still have other projects on the side that will take up my time. Anyway, I'll still try to make a few new videos on this channel this year. We'll see. There are more videos, but I won't show them yet. I'll just tell you about them. They're more like riddles. I'm filming a commercial that won't be for my channel. I'm filming a commercial for someone or something else. And here's the riddle. In your opinion, what is the commercial for? Let's see what kind of ideas you have about me. Come on, I'll finish with a little thing that you'll probably find funny. And that might please, like I said at the beginning of the video, which might please the oldest followers of the channel, those who knew me at the beginning of the channel, the Garden of Wonders. I don't know if you remember, about a year ago on this channel, I made this video for you. Hi everyone, I hope you're doing well. So like Happy New Year, best wishes, all that, just to mark the start of this new year and this new phase. A few small changes may happen on my channel. I hope people won't miss it since I've considered this for a while. But new beginning, new look. Since then, time has passed and my hair has grown back some. And so I have the honor of finally announcing to you the grand return of the feather. It won't appear in every video, but you'll see it occasionally. I'm sure some people who've long asked, when will we see the feather again, will be happy. After this funny ending, I'll see you soon. I look forward to your comments, feedback and questions about this new program. Well, and if you like the program, you can also give it a thumbs up, like subscribe, share, all that. And if you want to support me, you can still do it the same way through the Tipeee platform. I'll put a link over there. If you want to help me keep taking the time to review and actually take the time to make videos, see you all very soon. Bye.